MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always deliver.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Look at the 76ers starting group. They've got the general. Also, George out there. Embiid is out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Here's Tarlock. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with the Heat's head coach. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Good on the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now, Hero. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Here's Jaquez after the made shot from the general. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Great D that time from the general.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense, not really a factor.
And I think most would agree that MPGA at this point of his career is considered one of the best ever at his position.
Well, anyone that ranks above him is a first ballot Hall of Famer. MP isn't at the top at his position just yet, but he's shown he's in a class with other legendary talents.
Now Hero, after the missed three from Tyrese Maxey. Hero passes to Adebayo. Jaquez outside. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet.
Well, concentration from Jaquez at the arc, putting everything he's got into that one.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And Miami making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and Philadelphia making a change here. Here's Tarlock. And the three off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Yep, it counts.
And that time, Tyler Hero just so quick on the pull-up. Defense could not recover.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city. Plus, he's already got a street named after him.
The 76ers making a switch here. Yabusele's checked in. As he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. Then for the 76ers, the general is checked in for Yabusele. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Paul George. Here's Tarlock. Sinks the triple. The general's got 8.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against Cleveland was phenomenal. He scored 32 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here's Hood Schifino. This game we saw him score 13. Here's the general. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Here's Hood Schifino. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Kevin Huerter is out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Hood Schifino in at the point guard position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. So it's Philadelphia now after the Heat pick up 2. Adams with the screen on Jaquez. The general can't get it to go.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Jaquez can't hit. The 76ers trail by 3. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Tarlock. Offensive rebound. Screen by Adams. Here's Tarlock. And he hits it to tie the game up. The general's got 11.
Remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
There's the screen. Beasley for three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. The Generals got 4 rebounds now tonight. Takes it out to Schroeder. Here's Tarlock. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams making some changes here. Let's take a look at the numbers for Davion Mitchell.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
And here's Herter after the three-pointer from the General. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, muscling it home, Embiid.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Pass to Ware. And here's Beasley for the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The Generals got 6 rebounds in the game. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
And the layup falls. The Generals got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Beasley outside. 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Beasley's got 5 now.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Using those sight lines to find an open guy and be always ready to deliver.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Take a look at the 76ers. They've got their eye on the number 1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out Miami, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for the 76ers, they've got their sights set pretty darn high right now. After what they've done this season, their goal is nothing short of a title.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. So it's Miami now after the three-pointer from the General. Here's McCain. He's covered by Hero. A nice shot by McCain.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Outside, Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And Hero drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. 76ers ahead. They lead by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Draws lead. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our contestant.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. And turning our attention to the first half, a positive start for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
The 76ers leading by 8. And so in the game for the 76ers, the General is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. Heat shooting 43% from the floor. Hero, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the General, covered by Mitchell. The General, good.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Mitchell finds Hero. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Back to Adebayo. There's the killer two-handed slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Hero passes to Jaquez. Here's Adebayo. Lets it go from 11, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
There's the pick. Here's Tarlock. Sinks the three-pointer. The General's got 29 in the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
And a wide open look for Hero. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the General. He's guarded by Adebayo.
Smart pass by Grimes. He wasn't finding his shot, so time to give one away.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 15-point game. Back to Mitchell. Hero sets the pick for Mitchell. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Outside, Hero. Pass to Adebayo. They need this. Good on the three-point shot. Adebayo's got 12.
And the coaching staff continues to impress upon Bam to keep exploring all of his offensive talents. His confidence sky high.
Several teams changing it up here. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and show you the teams that have shot the lights out during the last month. The 76ers #1.
Well, over the last month, they've started to hit a high percentage of shots, and I think it's due primarily to great shot selection.
George with the screen on Adebayo. The general can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Hood-Schifino. Still without a basket. To the inside. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from the general.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jaquez with the steal. A nice shot by Hood-Schifino.
Well, the find from the off-guard Beasley there. Would like to see more of that. Malik working the ball around.
Outside, George. George with the screen on Adebayo. The general can't get it to go. The Heat trail by 10. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Lets it go from deep. Jaquez can't hit. Philadelphia has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Tarlock. Hits it from three-point range. The General's got 12 now in this quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Adebayo. No good with the elbow jumper.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 13. We'll be back shortly live from Miami Arena. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player.
Going with the whole new group on the floor. And the 76ers making a change here.
Calls timeout. All right, defense, make some noise once again for your...
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Embiid with the screen on Adebayo. The General can't get it to go. Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Ware in at the 5, down low. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
I love the rise and fire approach from Bam. You can see how effective that is.
Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Both free throws good from the general. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Philadelphia leading by 21. To the wing right side. It's stolen by Adebayo. Left side, Hero. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Philadelphia.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And again!
Once again, he's hit the 40 mark as he has been nothing short of stellar all season long.
And now he has moved into 3rd all-time for most 40-point games in a single season. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Here's the screen. Tarlock. The 3-pointer, no good. The Heat trail by 21. Anderson outside. And Anderson slams it in. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 22 is their biggest lead. Jacks up a 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from the general. The general's got 43 points.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Buries it from 3-point range. We've got 28 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's Tarlock, and that one is good. 45 points for the general.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Jovic passes to Hero. No good from outside. Here's the general. Releases. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all.
Another game, another win.
A lot of our fans in the house tonight. Should be a fun one. Let's go.
These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
The energy is mounting. Almost time for basketball at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. The 76ers taking on the Nets. for Philadelphia, the best record in the NBA. It's no accident. An elite team that expects to win every time they take the court. Nets, Sixers, up next, right after this. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who is out for the evening.
And neither side possessing the health they'd hoped for coming down the stretch of the regular season. Luck plays a part in it.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Joel Embiid. And it's the general in at power forward. And for the Nets, Butler out there with Johnson. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Whitehead in at the 2. And coming down the home stretch of the regular season, Grant, have modern training methods helped players get through it in one piece, you think?
Without a question, B.A. At the same time, it's a keeping up with the Joneses situation. If the guy you're guarding is in top form, that wears you down, too.
And the tip goes to the Nets. Now here's Butler. There's the screen by Johnson. It's tipped. Pass to George. Here's Grimes. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Johnson. Giddey against Maxey. It's deflected. And they get it back. Here's Whitehead. He drops it from range.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
George outside. Here's the general. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. Doris, it's interesting, but the Nets franchise has never won an NBA championship.
That's absolutely correct, because their titles came before the merger. Now, since they've joined this league, they did go to the finals for a couple of times. Had Jason Kidd, who was the driver of success, but no championship in this modern era. Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
Takes the 3. Brooklyn pulls it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
And it's not the result they were hoping for. But every game is a chance to learn and make adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
That one's no good.
What you love about Jimmy Butler is leadership is hard. There's times where you've got to say tough things to your teammates. You need guys like Butler who will do it.
Not an ideal start for them. Still looking for their first field goal after 4 misses.
Outside Giddey. Pass to Boucher. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Here's the general. To stop the run. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Giddey passes to Johnson. Oh, there's the alley. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Heat, had a huge game. He scored 45 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Boucher, no good. 76ers trail by 3. 1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to the general. Three-pointer. Another three for Philadelphia.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
1:29 left in the first quarter. Now Giddey. No made baskets yet. Boucher outside. From deep, Johnson. The general pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Got it. 2 for 5 now.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Teams deciding to change it up. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question, this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Johnson on the wing. Outside Johnson. Here's Butler to stop the drought. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, you almost feel bad for the defender here, right? He tries to challenge Jimmy Butler's shot, times it pretty well, but gets tricked by the pump fake.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. That's good from Butler.
Simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
Walker, he's checked in for Maxey. Butler hits them both. There's 39 seconds left in the first. There's a screen. Here's the general. And a miss there on the triple.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And as it goes out of bounds, Brooklyn able to keep possession. Martin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Adams checked in for Philadelphia.
Get outside, get outside.
Johnson on the wing. 38 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
I love that Cam Johnson is looking for the best shot available. What a pretty pass.
Schroeder passes to the general. Adams with a screen on Johnson. The general, no good. To the middle. Just 3 on the clock. Johnson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Brooklyn out in front, up by 5. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Brooklyn.
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Butler. And it's Yabusele in at the center position. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Martin. Back to Johnson. Schroeder against Johnson. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first one falls. Grimes, he's checked in for Butler. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Pass to Rice. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. The Generals got 4 rebounds now. Here's Grimes. Here's the General. Just his 4th make in 10 tries.
He's been doing this for them all game. I mean, just staying alert and taking advantage of every opportunity.
And he's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy he's got.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now. Jeffries checked in for Johnson. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Schroeder. Here's Rice. Still no points. Pass to Clowney from the left block. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. The 76ers, number 1.
You know, they've certainly been knocking down threes at a high rate. You can just see their confidence growing.
He's off on the first.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Good on the second one.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Nets. Trailing by 2. Back to Martin. The 3 is up. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey.
Well, you have got to be impressed with Josh Giddey's awareness of where his teammates are at all times.
Maxey passes to the General.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in.
76ers substitution. Number 21, Joel Embiid.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's the General. Drops in the 3. The General's got 15.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Outside Giddey. Boucher on the screen. 4-3. And it's Giddey missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Embiid passes to the General. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And And how about we check the numbers for Cam Johnson?
Effective field goal percentage is a great way to measure his performance over the previous 10 games. It's been much improved, a sign that his game has been evolving.
Now here's Boucher. He's scoreless. Pass to Giddey. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Here's the general. No good on the three. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Butler's shot is good.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been...
Here's the general. 15 points in the game. Knocks down the triple. He's got 18.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Giddey passes to Whitehead. Pass to Butler. Shoot from the baseline. Paul George pulls down the board.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
George, a screen on Butler. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Six on the shot clock. And Embiid with the block. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sixers on top, up by 1. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hey folks, we'll get things going here with a look at the injuries this team is battling.
The Sixers getting bit by the injury bug. They're without the services of Lauri Markkanen, man. Someone gives them that great floor spacing at the 4 and the 5 position. He can play both positions, Ernie. He doesn't have to just stay in that 4. Sometimes they can even move him at the 3.
Yeah, switching back now to the Philadelphia 76ers. They've been fighting it out through the first half of play.
We often talk about efficiency on offense.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. The Sixers leading. Cameron Johnson out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Whitehead in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Back to Giddey. Johnson on the wing. And here's Butler outside. Paul George pulls it in.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
Here's Whitehead, averaging around 5 points a game. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. George, a screen on Giddey, the general. Off target with the three. Nets trail by 3. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Pass to George. Embiid, a screen on Butler. And the general gets it to go. And now a 6-point 76ers lead.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And here's Giddey. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. The Nets have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Right side, Butler. Shot to stop the run, and it falls all over the rim and in. Butler's got 10 points.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Please give a big round of applause for your Nets Youth Kids.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Johnson passes to Giddey. Boucher, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Boucher. And here's Butler outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's the general. 28 points for him. Screen by Embiid. The general gets the 3 to fall. The general's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Johnson. Left side Butler. And the shot falls short that time.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
The shot's good. And it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Outside Giddey, uncovered. The general pulls it in. The general's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And he lobs it up top. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. .107 left in the third quarter. Giddey with it. To the inside. Here's Butler on the attack. JB.
This, to me, is how Butler hurts you. The athleticism, the strength, the body control, draws the whistle, still finishes the play.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Pass to Rice. Fires the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
For 3, Rebounded by the Nets. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Rice. Here's Butler. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Brooklyn shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he drops the first. Butler hits them both. Schroeder passes to the general. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Philadelphia finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got this.
Full line change here for Brooklyn. Timeout Nets. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Nets said to the team. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. So, on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Joel Embiid, and it's the general in at the 4 spot. Sinks it from distance. The general's got 15 points here in the second half.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that one's good. Giddey.
That's about the handle of Josh Giddey. This guy is so good with the basketball in his hands.
Launches it. Connects again from distance.
And with every triple, he comes closer to the single-season crown.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. He buries it from 3.
Jimmy Butler taking it upon himself to get those 3 points back.
Here's the general. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Nets trail by 8. Whitehead passes to Butler. Butler right to the heart.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
The general, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Butler up top. Down low, Boucher, and finished off by Boucher.
2 things you must have in this moment, poise and confidence. Chris Boucher has both.
Maxey against Giddey. Embiid, a screen on Butler. Here's the general. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. And Giddey has got the ball here for Brooklyn. 4-point game. They get it back. The shot by Butler, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Brooklyn has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Johnson passes to Boucher, and here's Butler. Boucher a screen on Embiid, and here's Butler outside, and he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings it within 1. Philadelphia has gone 4 of 6 from deep thus far in the fourth. Here's the general. The Sixers again can't hit.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
To take the lead. He connects.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
George for three, and knocks down the three.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Timeout Nets. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
Now here's Butler. He's covered closely. Joel Embiid with the board. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He knew what was riding on those foul shots and didn't mess around, making this a 2-possession game.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point. We know this about Jimmy Butler. The guy has no fear. He delivers when his team needs it.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. 16 seconds left in the game.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
They've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Johnson for three. No good on the shot. So a close game sees Philadelphia taking this one. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that'll...
Yo. Game time. It's pain time.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And there's a lot of excited basketball fans revved up and ready to get going. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us on this Tuesday night. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season, GA. Do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Now look at Memphis' starting group. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Max Strus. And it's Edey in at the 5. Here's the general. Connects again from distance.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
You know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance. Jackson. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Maxey passes to the general. Embiid the screen. The general. Good. The general's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Bane. This game we saw him score 13. And yes, it's good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's the general. It's a 3-point game. It's deflected. They recover it. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. 7 points for the general. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. Of course, Ja Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. George with the screen on Jackson. Off-target three-pointer there from the general. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Here's the general following the score by Memphis. George with the screen on Jackson. Tarlock. A three-pointer off the mark. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Hornets. So they take the lead. Strus has got his second bucket of the night.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes Ja Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Maxey passes to the general. George with the screen on Jackson. Back to Maxey. Pass to the general. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Strus with it. Morant outside. Outside Jackson. Knocks down the 3 ball.
A big man who does it all. That is Jaren Jackson Jr. looking confident at the arc.
Pass to Grimes. Here's the general. 9 points in the game so far. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The general's got 12 in the game. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
And you know it's serious if he's heading to the locker room. It takes a lot to get him out of any game.
Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Some changes for Memphis. Clark, he's checked in for 80. Jackson comes in for Max Strus. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Bane looking around. It's hauled in by the general.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Jones. Jackson down low. Great D that time from the general.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Improving that vision since he came into the league. Bane with a nice dish there.
Maxey passes to the general. With 2 seconds left. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Philadelphia ahead, up by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup. It's a matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. The general, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Maxey. We've got Yabusele. The general is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Grimes in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Jackson has the open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Philadelphia's gone 1 or 2 on 3 quarters here in the second quarter so far. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general, in his last time out against Brooklyn, put on a show. He came away with 41 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Morant passes to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. That puts them in the lead. Bane's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
Well, Bane is an efficient three-point shooter, so you have to turn up your perimeter coverage when he's on the floor.
Here's Turlock. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Jackson from long range. A shot missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
With the drive. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 2 free throws and they're 1 of 2 so far. First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Edey comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Jaren Jackson in for G.G. Jackson.
Some big guys struggle at the line. Not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Morant with a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. Philadelphia's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. George with the screen on Jackson. The general. Good.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Fires from way outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 3. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome, folks. The Philadelphia 76ers going head-to-head in what's been a neck-and-neck battle through 2 quarters.
Once they gain position underneath the backboard, it's hard to push them out of there.
And even when they don't have position, they have guys who will knife in and steal rebounds. Like you're stealing a piece of that cake over there, Kenny.
Mm-hmm. That's good, too.
All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. Looking at the East, the General.
Finally, we're giving props to a big. Enough of these little dudes winning MVPs and awards. Basketball is for my guys, the tall dudes.
Yeah. Bigs never win anything in the NBA. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Joel Embiid. What's the news, David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Philadelphia let me know the stats. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
So on the floor for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Outside, Bane. Outside, Jackson. Ball's knocked loose. A three from Strus. Drains the three-pointer. Strus has got 10 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's the general, guarded by Jackson. Maxey against Morant. The general can't get it to go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Pass to Morant. Left side Jackson. Maxey against Morant. The layup off target. The 76ers leading by 5. Grimes passes to the general. Driving inside. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at the Grizzlies. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Morant. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Morant's got his second bucket.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Morant keeping it simple on offense. I love it.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls. And again for three.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season. On the wing, Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Edey gets the bucket.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Maxey passes to the general. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. In the corner, George with it. 4 on the clock. Here's Turlock. Good! Another from 3.
A new single-season record for three-pointers, passing his own previous high. He is locked in laser focus and standing on business.
No distractions and no competition. Nothing but daylight in front of him as he continues to break new ground and assault the record books.
An effective two-way threat. Have to be.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He got Dennis Schroeder. Andre Drummond is out there with the general. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Pass to Jackson. Back to Jones. Jackson kicks to Jones. Fires for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that'll be the first of a two-game road trip for them.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Clark outside. Pass to Struth. Buries the long-range jumper.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Drummond with a screen on Jackson. Tarlock, another three for Philadelphia.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Jones, the pass to Struth. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Here's Tarlock. Rebounded by Jackson.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to...
And he's put on a show from long range. And, boy, he has done this all season.
And the fans, Greg, letting him know how much they appreciate his amazing touch.
Well, so much of outside shooting is about rhythm, and he's been 100% locked in all year. It has led to unprecedented production.
The Grizzlies call timeout.
All for nothing.
Both teams will make substitutions. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, I got a chance to listen to Dave Yeager's huddle with his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. It needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Jackson gets it to go.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Tarlock. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball. The 76ers leading by 6. There's the triple. He got it again. Sensational.
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What a year.
Wow, he has brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Morant against Maxey. And it's Morant missing. 76ers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's Morant. .151 left in the fourth quarter. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Here's the general. Pass to George. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bain kicks to Jackson. Strus passes to Bain. Here's Morant. Second shot opportunity, and it's Grimes with the rebound. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
107 left to play in the final quarter. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the 76ers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for the General.
And there's no question his defense.
Oh my goodness, what a play.
Oh my.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George with a screen on Jackson. Tarlock. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on the General. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Now, here's Trent. He's covered closely. Jackson misses.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. Don't try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the
Your jump is so pure, no wonder you're fast.
Yeah, MP.
Win this thing so we can get some Italian beef sandwiches. Fans live for games like this one.
Tonight, the league and all of us here at 2K Sports celebrate Noche Latina. You know, in Game 2 of a back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey, Paul George out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Grimes in at the shooting guard position. White, the pass to Ball. Clock at 6. Vucevic, a screen on Maxey. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Buzelis. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Oh, such a terrific pass. He seems to have a sixth sense. Nice feel, which is hard to teach.
The General fires in the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Vucevic against Drummond. Pass to Dosunmu. Lets it go from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. Facing off with Paul George tonight, I asked them what makes PG such a special player. Coach said, quote, well, he has a huge effect on the game. Paul can shut down your best scorer on one end and then put up 30 or 40 on the other. Tough to beat that. Paul George, he will have a lot to say about this one, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Utilizing that size, George able to get it off the glass and sends it back in.
Ball finds Vucevic. Back to Ball. And here's White. Vucevic with it. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Pass to Buzelis. This one for three. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
The general passes to Drummond. Here's the general. Turned in an outstanding game against Memphis. That one's good for two.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Pass to White. To end the run. And the layup is up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Drummond with the screen. The three. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. The offensive rebound. For three, Maxey. Pure from three-point range.
Zero hesitation, Maxey. Great confidence in his mechanics and his work.
Ball finds Vucevic. Outside White.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The three. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside. And he jams it home with authority.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Outside White. Here's the pick. Lets the three fly. Drills it from deep. White's got 5 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's the general. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Maxey against Ball. And there's the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
The defense there.
Here's Rollins. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Robinson. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Smith outside. Screen by Robinson. The three ball. Smith no good. The Sixers lead by 8. We've got Smith. He's out there with Zach Collins. And it's Rollins in at the 1. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. And there's the screen. Here's the general. Off target from three-point range. For Chicago, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the general, their last time out against the Grizzlies, delivered quite a performance. He dropped 50 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
For 3, Robinson, and the three-pointer goes.
They are desperately shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to the general. George is screen on Smith. Here's the General. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The General's got 13.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Smith outside. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Collins. Another 3 for Chicago.
You know, as they try to cut into this lead, they're having a lot more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter.
Back to Maxey. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Here's the General. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants to review the game plan. A line change here for Chicago. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Drummond's checked in. 56 seconds left in the second. The 11-footer. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by White. He's got 7.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Maxey passes to the General. There's the triple. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 6. Into the lane. Knocked loose. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's the General. 16 points for him. From the arc. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here's the General. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Philadelphia with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive, and it's put them in this lead right now. Back to the game after this break.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Philadelphia 76ers. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Andre Drummond. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Dosunmu outside. White against George. White can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 10. Here's the General. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Proving right there he's a team player who wants to get his guys involved. I like seeing George make those passes.
Dosunmu outside. Back to ball. Vucevic, a screen on Maxey. Ball no good. And the officials call a traveling violation. And since the All-Star break, here are the shooting guards who have been filling it up from the floor. 5th, Kobe White.
And night after night, we see this group light it up. If you try to take something away from them defensively, they'll beat you some other way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Maxey passes to the general. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Nails it from 3. The general's got 9 points now in the second half.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's White. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in the game.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
The general passes to George. And the jam by George.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
Here's Ball. No points so far. Outside White. Pass to Buzelis. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, a big man with great touch from deep. Always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Driving inside from 13. And the general gets it to go. The general's got 27 points.
I just love the ball movement.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 14. Dosunmu for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The fader. The general, no good. Chicago is gone, only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Pass to Buzelis. Back to Ball. Dosunmu outside. It's Vucevic, high post. Just 5 to shoot. Over Drummond. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Vucevic has got his first bucket in this one. The Sixers lead by 12. George passes to the general. Let's go with a 3. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to White. To the paint. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by White. Buzelis has got 14.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And the general gets it to go. He has 29 now.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Dosunmu for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to the general. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that's good as he hits both shots.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Rollins. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Up in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Philadelphia. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed.
Zero chance to stop that.
Getting ready for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Smith. Desumu, he's checked in for Howard. And it's Kobe White in for Terry. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
Okay, thanks, Allie. Picked by Vucevic. Here's White. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
We've got Kobe White. Desumu is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, and it's Ball in at point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Vucevic possesses what I call a throwback big man game and really is most comfortable operating from this area of the court.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to the general. Fires for 3. And it's Desumu with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Buzelis. Vucevic, the pass to Ball. Back to Vucevic. Over Drummond. Vucevic's shot is off. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
And the general gets it to go.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
Pass to Vucevic. Over Drummond. That one a little long. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's the general. And he banks in the layup. The general's got 35 in the game.
Great pass by Maxey there. This guy really clever at finding ways to get his teammates involved.
Now here's Vucevic. They set the pick. 1:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. They get it back.
Boy, hard to say too much about the craftiness of Vucevic's game. I mean, oftentimes, because he's so clever and so good at drawing fouls, he just toys with defenders.
You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
Drummond with the screen. The general sinks the tray. The general's got 38 points.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the 76ers.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And we just saw one of the greatest teams of all time win again. They've reached that magical 72-win marker. Another bucket! Wow!
All season long, he's been scoring at a historic level, and in fact, he now holds the second most 40-point games in a single season.
Yeah, he already did hold that mark, but now he's moved it forward. He's not just taking other players' records, but resetting his own. Here's the general. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. A straightforward call. Simple.
He's perfect from the line this time. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Terry. Pass to Rollins.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Philadelphia dictating the flow. Here's the General. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Smith outside. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From downtown, and the General gets it to go. The General's got 47 points.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every